Hey, what's up? Decided to make a video to help work through some of what I've been thinking about lately. So, gonna make a graph to help me think this through. So, here we've got time, and in terms of age, how old someone gets. So, let's say this is, when you're 90s, and this is when you're, you know, this is when you're 10, 20s, 30s. This isn't accurate, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. 50s, 60s, 70s. Should have made more room. Whatever, you get the point. So, we've got time, and then the other metric that I'd like to use for the other axis is, I guess, what I'd like to call sort of like the perception of ability. Like, how good I think I could get at a given task or a given activity or a given hobby, career change, things like that. And how long it would take me to do. Call that perception of ability. And then I don't know what really buzzwords you want to use for this, but let's say like there's like, you know, legends, um, professional, skilled, you know, um, good, mediocre, whatever, all these sort of buzzword sort of things. Maybe, maybe down here you get into like bad and um just layman or you know, casual, whatever words you really want to use, beginner, these sorts of things. And then what sort of hobbies are we talking about? Like, maybe working out as a common thing that people tend to pick up, right? But at what level and what perception of your ability to get to that level by a certain age do you possess? So I'm in my like 30s now, so um I'm not necessarily a beginner at working out, but I would begin working out again. And do I feel like I could get to a level where I'm mediocre or I'm good, or am I making no money off of this? And at what age would I have to hit? Obviously, there's a bit of a decline once you get into your 60s, right? Maybe I'm only mediocre for the rest of my life. And, um, other activities I think that you can think of like playing an instrument. I used to play violin when I was a kid, for example, but I quit when I was like 16, and I'd say I got to be maybe pretty mediocre, so maybe it just looks like that for playing an instrument for me personally. Maybe that's a little too close, but you get the idea. But what if I was to pick up a new instrument, or I was to start, you know, collecting something? I don't even know what, but whatever. So like I said, I'm 30 now. Do I feel like that's something that I could make a living off of? Could I start YouTubing it up for whatever that collection thing is, do unboxings or something, or sell it off, or make a museum, or what level, or am I okay with just being good at something, or am I okay only reaching a certain level, and by what age? And so that's what I'm trying to think about. Like, what's the trajectory for the new, something new hobby, or new career choice, or new anything that I'm doing with my time. And I think what's really important in this here is satisfaction. Like, what is my level of satisfaction in terms of my ability? Like, because reaching abilities, reaching goals, doing those sorts of things, I find to be entertaining. Like, I like doing that. Yeah, as a speedrunner, that's something I enjoy. Personal growth and obtaining goals and lower times, all that good, whatever the sort of thing is. And I think the problem that I've been facing is that I've been experiencing a lot of mental inertia. I can spell. Where instead of actually doing the new thing or spending my time feeling like I'm reaching towards a goal of satisfaction, instead I'm thinking about like what that's going to mean in relation to the fact that at some point I'm inevitably going to die. And what will I have accomplished at this point? Since this could happen at any point. I could get hit by a car. I could suddenly develop a brain disease. I don't know. Anything. People die from all sorts of things. It's going to happen. And I highly doubt that we're going to have any sort of medical advances that make death not possible in the next 30, 40 years or whatever that's going to take. So I'm pretty sure this is pretty inevitable for everybody alive today. You're going to die. So what are you doing with your time? Like, what's worth it? Is working out the thing that you need to do for the rest of your life? And that's, one of the things I need to dedicate my time to. Streaming, changing careers, going back to school, moving to a new place, all these sort of decisions. And instead, I feel like I'm just like reacting because I'm just thinking about it too much. I don't know what to do about it.